Hello and welcome, brothers. This is going to be my unboxing and review. I'm going to try and make both of these kind of type of models today and have the video up ready for this evening. It's going to be my new Terminators, the new Blood Angels Terminators, and the new Terminator Librarian, or Librarian in Terminator armour. I'm going to be unboxing with my Super Blue. It's just reminded me the other day of how super sharp it is. Just remove that pesky bit of information that you always get on the top, and then I'll have to package it up again and then open it. Right, so sorry for the camera angle, I can't really get it any higher today, it's just on my desk. Let's have a look. So we've got some couple of airbags there, nice pair of airbags, and here's the Blood Angels Librarian in Terminator armour. It's quite a cool pose. And that's what the sprue looks like. It seems to me that that's even less than the Sanguinary Priest just there, but we'll see. We'll open that and we'll have a look. Also, this is probably like my third one that I've got now. Another Christmas card. At this rate, I'll probably have like a collection of them, and I'll never need to buy anybody any Christmas cards. And in the box as well. Get it out without breaking the box itself. There we go. It is the new Blood Angels Terminator Assault Squad. I was really impressed by these, looking at them on the internet, looking at the initial pictures. Yeah, and then on the back you've got them with lightning claws, and I think that they'll really go well with the, with the standout captain. I'm still deciding on whether to have them as Thunder Hammers or Lightning Claws. Probably will have them as Lightning Claws. I'm still undecided. We'll see how it goes. I've got to make my mind up within the next half an hour or so before I start gluing them. But and the reason being is because I've got 10 Thunderhammer Space Marine Terminators. So if I made them Thunder Hammers, as cool as these guys look, that's going to be 15. And then obviously the Lightning Claws, they're going to be a little bit outnumbered, but everybody knows Thunder Hammers are better. Anyway, so I've decided to unbox them and make them all at once. It makes sense. Normally I wouldn't do it, but because they're both of these boxes are Terminator armour, I'll just put it in the title. It's going to be a long title. It's going to be like Blood Angels Terminator Assault Squad and Librarian in Terminator armour unboxing and review. So it's going to be quite a long title video. It's probably going to be quite a long video as well, but anyway, I'll carry on with the unboxing. I'll unbox the Librarian first. This is probably a better knife actually than the one I was using before, the Rubicon, just because it's got that point. But you've still got to be quite careful. I've cut myself last week, I think, so yeah, you've still got to be, especially this time of year, you don't want to be spending Christmas, cut fingers and things. Let's take this out. They really need to find a way of packaging all of this a little bit easier. I much prefer a small cardboard box. There's no real reason why you need it to be see-through. You can see, that, and if you had those instructions as a separate piece of paper, or even on the back of the box somewhere, but there we go. So this is the sprue itself. So it's got its legs. It's got a combi melter gun or melter pistol. It's got one of these huge axes, and he's got like a book on the back of his Terminator armour on the pole. That's great detail there. Right, just unbox the Terminators now. like I said, speed is of the essence, so I'm gonna make all of these today. I've got the time, and then probably tomorrow you'll get the Sanguinary Priest review, unboxing and review, along with a couple of other things over the next few days, like the two new models there. So there we go. Okay, I know why I got that little base in there. So this is the new Terminator box set for the Blood Angels. It's the newest Terminator set. It comprises of just 2 sprues. I think this will set you back 35. I think it's 35. Yeah, it's £35. So this Terminator box set for 2 sprues, £35, and the Librarian is 18. So this order was what, £53? £53 for that. I mean, I remember when you could get half an army for £53. But anyway, we won't go into like a price war. So you get your bases. I won't rattle around too much, but they're just the normal 5 large Terminator bases. And this is the first sprue. You've got 3 legs, sets of legs, and part of the torsos. You've got the lightning claws. That's very nice. Storm shield there. And the shoulders, each of them are detailed, and I like that detailed one. Again, some storm shields. You've got 4 kind of torsos and heads there. You've got an unhelmeted head. You've got some more shoulder pauldrons. Sorry, you've got 5 kind of torso head pieces there. And you've got some fists that obviously hold the shields on. The legs look quite highly detailed, like them. And then this is the second sprue. So I'm assuming he is the main big cheese, and you've also got another pair of legs. So good, that's 5. Yet more lightning claws, and you've got all of the. You got 4 thunder hammers there on that sprue. Or is there 5? No, sorry, there's 5. I can't count today. What am I playing at? So you got all the thunder hammers crammed in on that sprue, and you've got 3 sets of lightning claws. Obviously, the other 2 sets are on the other sprue. You've got all of these little shield things that go on the pauldrons. That's nice. I like that winged angel thing. You've got some more heads. Yeah, they're without helmets. Got another one. That's pretty cool, that one. It's a little bit different than the normal Terminator's heads. And you've got some more shoulder pauldron there with the Blood Angels heraldry, and some more kind of icons that go on the top of the power packs. Thunder hammers look very well detailed. There's even skulls and chalices and drops of blood on the fists and the gauntlets. And let's have a look at that banner. Very, very nice banner. It does say Blood Angels though. I would have preferred it if that was just blank, because then at the moment this just means it's chapter specific for Blood Angels. If they'd have had that blank, then that would have been pretty awesome, I think, because then you could just write your own chapter and have it any chapter really. But the lightning claws, excellent detail. Hoping you can see all of this. Excellent detail on those lightning claws. They just look like nicer lightning claws. I will be, of course, comparing them to the older models, like I always do in the second part of the this video. So that's just the unboxing of those 3 boxes, I suppose. And in the next part of this video, you'll see all of them, all 6 models, completed and finished. So I better get cracking. I'll see you in a bit. And welcome to part 2.
It's taken me all day. I'm quite slow though, in terms of painting, yeah, in terms of building, of course. Let's start off where I kind of picked up, and that was with the new Blood Angels Librarian. I'm hoping that you can see this in all of its detail, because it's these models now have so much detail. So it's got this combi melter gun, or Inferno pistol, whatever it's called, but either way, to me that looks like a storm bolter with a melter gun on there. Some great detail all around. Difficulty wise to build, he's really easy, probably 1 out of 5. He can only really be in one pose because the cable connects at the back. I think you could move his actual arm down slightly, but the head is in one position as well. He does come with this little pointy hand. I'm assuming it's for the, he's just pointing and firing off one of his psychic powers, which is cool. It's good that it gives you some kind of modification, but again, same as the sanguinary priest, it is actually, it's £18. So it's a huge amount of money, but at least this model's bigger. Comparing it to the sanguinary priest, I'd say the model is bigger. I really like the old pose for the metal one, which I have somewhere around. I thought that was really cool. He looked really beefy in that, and he seems to have slimmed down slightly for this, and instead of a staff he's got this axe. But overall, I really like the model. I think it's cool. If you like psychers and psychic powers, and you just want to have one HQ, or he's good for a second HQ. He'd really buff your Terminators if you put him in the squad. So that's the Librarian. I'm really chuffed with him. Now let's move on to the Terminators. I'll move him out of the shot. One thing I will say is, so if you like your Terminators in multi-posable ways, then this is probably not the best box set for you. I know it's a bit of a negative, but with these models, the only head that is separate is the Sergeant's head. You can have, I've got the spare parts here, there are 4 spare heads without helmets, so you can choose one of those and you can position it pretty much any way you want. However, all the rest of the 4, the helmets are already combined with the chest plates, so that's one piece. I think that's a bit of a cheat. I'm not really for that at all. I think Games Workshop dropped the ball. I think that they messed up. I think that they should have had all of the 4 helmets completely separate as individual parts, so that you could move the helmets wherever, because this chap, he has to always look right. You can't make him look that way at the shield or anything like that. They're just fixed, and that's a real letdown. The legs have always been fixed. Another letdown is obviously the joints themselves for the legs. The legs aren't separate. The legs are attached to the hood as well, so you get the legs and the hood, or the power pack, whatever you want to call it. That's one piece. So the only thing that you're attaching on is the head slash chest piece, which is one piece. So you put that on, and there's your Terminator. Then the arms are separate, shoulder pads are separate, and the shield and the Thunderhammer separate. Although with the Thunderhammer you can't position where you want it, so that's another thing that you can do in the other box set. Now remember guys, I think a normal box of Terminators is £28–30. I know I made a bit of a foobar on my prices recently, but I think, well, this set is definitely 35, and I'm sure that a normal Terminator box set is about 30. It could even be 28. So yeah, so I am right. A normal pack of Space Marine Terminators Close Combat Squad is £28. Yes, they don't have these legs, but you can move the heads, you can move the wrists and the Thunderhammers. The Lightning Claws are just in the same poses, so you're not going to get that much change in articulation from this box set. But if you like to move your heads on your models, and if you like to move the torso to get a pose, and if you like to move the Thunderhammers, then save yourself £7 and try and get hold of a Blood Angels accessory kit from Forge World or something like that, because it might save you money. I mean, I know Forge World, it's that kit is probably going to be about £7 or £8 anyway, but that's just my advice, in that you're paying £7 more, which is, let's face it, what, about a quarter of a normal box set, isn't it? So you're paying 25% more for the ability to have all these Blood Angels things. I mean, that's a good point, because there are a lot of excellent Blood Angels motifs and heraldry and signage and iconography and things like that on the models, even so much as, look, the blood drops on the back, and that, and the wings and everything like that. So you are that's what you're paying for. You're paying for completely new Terminators in a way, but they're quite static, so you're probably not going to notice it if you get another squad and you have them in Lightning Claws, sorry. But if you got another squad of Thunderhammers, you might start to notice if you got 10 or more. But anyway, it's just a point. I just thought I'd draw your attention to that, because it is quite important from a model making viewpoint. So this is the Sergeant. I've just kitted him out with a Storm Shield and a Thunderhammer. I think he looks pretty decent. I haven't gone over the top with all these poses, and I did think, well, I've already got 10 Thunderhammers, should I really get 5 more? I've gone for yes. The Lightning Claws, although they are pretty decent now because I've got the Shred, and with Furious Charge you've got Strength 5, and if each one's going in with 4 attacks each, still only Initiative 4 because they did away with Furious Charge having +1 initiative. But you're going in with 4 attacks at Strength 5 for the first turn, if you charge, that is. So you're getting your 20 attacks, which is awesome. You might even get 1 extra for the Sergeant. I'm not too sure on that, probably not. But either way, 20 attacks at Strength 5, that's quite... and re-rolling any fails to wound. So that's very decent against like normal Space Marines, or against things with armour of 3 or more. Well, I mean 3 or more, I mean 3 and below, like 3 or 2. Sorry, 3 or more, I mean 3, 4, 5 and 6 obviously. Against other Terminators, no point with Lightning Claws. You get a lot of attacks, but you're going up against 2+ saves. So Thunderhammer, Storm Shield's way to go, because yeah, they may well attack last, but you do get your invulnerable saves, which can be valuable. This is the guy that's kind of running. It looks like he's almost falling over, really. But that's that one. And he's just in a quite defensive pose. And then you've got this one, who's just like, bring it. And finally this one. I opted not to go for the banner or the standard. I just thought re-rolling, pinning and morale checks isn't really much of an issue for these guys. I wish it gave you better buffs, such as you could re-roll saves, or you feel no pain or something, because you got the banner there, and it's it's kind of reminding you of the chapter, and spurring something on. But alas, it's just re-roll, morale and pinning. That's my kind of unboxing of both of these units. I thought I'd do it too. I know the video is very long, but I thought it's worth it. I'm happy with the Librarian, but again, it's £18 for 1 plastic miniature. It's a lot of money nowadays, but he is in quite a cool pose. He would be, I suppose, a centerpiece for your army. Quite a good showcase there. And the Terminators, I am happy with all the Blood Angels kind of iconography and the little pieces and things on them, but that comes at a price. Not only the price that they're £7 more expensive, but also the price of pose capacity, really, that you can't pose them as well as the current box set. So you know me, I'm not going to give you all the positives, I'll give you some negatives too, because then, you know, hopefully that affects your mind, whether you need them, want them, whatever. But overall, I am quite happy that they've made them anyway, because I think that they are an improvement, at least, and they will go better with a Blood Angels army. So yeah, I'm very chuffed with them on the whole. These are the spare parts that I've got. I'll just move them out of the way slightly. So as you can see, you get all of the lightning claws. You get 3 shoulder pauldrons or pads that you can use on other models, maybe, or the Terminator models. And then you get this teleporter beacon, which is got a little goblet or chalice on there, and that's different than the standard one that comes with the normal Terminator box set. It's slightly different, streamlined. You get 4 heads that are spare. You get loads of these little shield things, crest shields or whatever you want to call them. You get the hand from the Psycho or the Librarian, and then you get this beautiful flag, banner, that I'm going to put on something else. I might have to take the hand off though, but it's a really nice nice banner. I might get another set of Terminators or other models in the future, and that might go on there somewhere, but it's really great chapter standard or company standard. So yeah, they're all the spare parts you get. Not many, but you do obviously get heaps of plastic for your lightning claws. So yeah. Okay, well, I hope you've enjoyed that. I hope you found that useful. As I said on one of my comments on my newer videos, that there's going to be a video every single day this week. It might be Warhammer, it might be knives, it might be motorcycle. It's really a little bit of an update. I'm still editing the Motorcycle Live event. That's going to be coming up very shortly, within the next couple of days. I've got some more knife content coming out. I've got a Warhammer video every day this week, at least. Some of the new models as well. I've got plenty of other things coming out over the next few weeks. Keep you occupied. If you've got a new iPad or a new tablet or new computer or anything, or you've just treat yourself to faster internet, you'll have something to watch from my channel. And if you've got any requests, put it in the comments for this one, put it in the comments for the type of videos that you prefer, and I'll do my best. Anyway, thanks ever so much for joining me today. Thanks for watching. The Emperor protects.